Hi ladies, it's Cathy and welcome to Cathy Over 50. In today's video, I wanted to address some makeup mistakes or makeup adjustments that we should make as we age, because how we applied our makeup when we were younger isn't necessarily going to look the same as we age, because our face sags, we lose some plumpness in our face, so our makeup placement has to adjust to our age, and just tweaking a few things can make a huge difference. So this video is targeted at women that don't wear a lot of makeup or women that are new to makeup, because I have found as I have gotten older, I have gotten more discoloration in my face, redness in my face. I've always had redness due to mild rosacea, but just like sun damage, it just seems to turn up as we age. So I've had to adjust the makeup that I use and how I apply it. Now, as somebody that doesn't wear a lot of makeup every day, and even if I do want to wear makeup, I usually just stick to the basics. So the 7 areas that I'm addressing are, I think, important ones that if you're new to makeup, if you just follow these 7 steps, you're going to see a huge difference and you're going to look a little refreshed, and it's not going to be quite so obvious that you're wearing makeup. So the first makeup mistake, or the first area that we need to address, is facial redness. I have facial redness due to mild rosacea, but as we age, we do seem to get more redness and discoloration on our cheeks, nose, and face. So for everyday makeup, I really like a tinted moisturizer or a tinted sunscreen. They're usually my go-to products to even out my complexion, and I also apply them on my eyelids, even if I'm not wearing eyeshadow. And in today's tutorial, I'm not even going to talk about eyeshadow. That's going to be for another video. And I have 4 products that I consistently use at different price points. The one that I'm applying today is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream Nude Glow, and it has an SPF of 40. Now, I would like to remind you that if you're going to be out in the sun a lot, please do not rely on the sunscreen in your makeup. It's not enough to keep you protected for the day unless you keep reapplying it. Most of the time during the day, I'm inside working, so I just put my makeup on and the SPF is enough for me, because I'm not going to be in direct sunlight or even near a window a lot of times. I'm editing videos. But if I'm outside, I will wear a separate facial sunscreen and keep reapplying that throughout the day. Now, I typically don't like the IT CC cream because I find it too thick, but they came out with this one a year or so ago and I actually do like it. The consistency is watery, so it applies really easily and I don't feel like I have anything on my face. That's one of the reasons why I really don't like foundation, is in the past I found them to be thick, and as somebody that has oily skin, my face felt heavy or dirty for the rest of the day. So the products that I'm showing you today are products that I use. I don't notice them when I'm wearing them, and they're great if you have oily skin. They don't make me any more oily throughout the day. So today we're wearing the IT Cosmetics one, and then I'd like to introduce you to the Tinted Elta MD moisturizer, and it has an SPF of 40 in it. I have a separate video I can link where I use this, and this is what I wear most of the times when I'm shooting videos, and you often compliment me and say your makeup looks great. This is what I'm wearing, and then I'll just put a little bit of powder and a bronzer over it, and that's it. There is another Elta MD, that sunscreen that I bought. It's lightly tinted, but I don't like it as much because I find it's a little thicker, and I find that it tends to leave a little bit of a white cast. So you can see the consistency. It just gives a hint of a tint. I mean, it doesn't cover everything perfectly, but again, it's lightweight. But if you're looking to conceal any redness or discoloration in your face and you're interested in Elta MD, I'd go with the tinted moisturizer. And then there's also one by Tizo that I like, and it's a primer with a sunscreen, but it is tinted as well. It's not as thick as the one that I just showed you, and it actually will even out my skin tone. So there's that one as well. It's from the drugstore a couple years ago. So if you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, sometimes it can be difficult to find in stock, but I really do like it. And it's a L'Oreal BB Cream Anti-Redness. And I'll just show you. I do have a separate video on it as well. The consistency is a little runny, and it's green, but as you rub it in, well, it just matches your skin tone. So that's also a great one from the drugstore. It's much more budget friendly than the Elta MD. I also wanted to mention that when I'm applying these products, I either use my fingers or I'll just use a slightly wet beauty blender. I prefer, it works best on my skin that way. I've tried applying them with brushes. I always come back to the beauty blender. So what I'll do lots of times, I'll apply with my fingers and then I'll just press in with the beauty blender. So the second area that I feel needs to be addressed is concealing darkness underneath the eyes. I have dark blue spots underneath my eyes. They've appeared in the last few years. I don't wear a lot of concealer, again, because in the past I found that it shows wrinkles, it just looks heavy underneath my eyes. So the concealers I'm going to show you today are ones that I've been using for a long time, and they work really well under my eyes. They don't look cakey, you don't get all that wrinkle, stuff in the wrinkles. They work really well. I don't wear a lot of concealer, and I feel it's important to always put a little bit on and then you can always build up. It's kind of difficult to take away without messing up your makeup, and I speak from experience because anytime I use skincare or makeup, I always tend to put a lot on, but always begin with a little amount. And especially as we age, we don't want to put a lot of concealer underneath our eyes because that can focus on the wrinkles. So a few concealers that I like. Actually, the one that I'm wearing today is by Maybelline, and it's their Instant Age Rewind Eraser. It has this little sponge applicator, and then I find what works best for me to apply underneath my eyes. I might use my finger, but actually what I've been using most recently, and I find it works the best for me, is the Angie Hot and Flashy BK Beauty Concealer Brush. It has a slight angle to the head. You can really get in the corners, and what I do is I will press it in the corner, go underneath the eye, and then I also do on top of my eyelids, even if I'm going to wear eyeshadow. But today in this tutorial I'm not applying eyeshadow because it's just a basic tutorial, but it's just a good idea to put the concealer and even your foundation on top of your eyelids, because as we age you might have veins showing. You want to hide any discoloration, blueness or darkness that might be on your eyelids. So I go on my eyelid and then I'll just go a little bit above the crease. I don't go all the way up to my eyebrow. That's just how I like to apply it. Everybody's different, do what works best for you. But I just find that it helps to hide discoloration and really brighten up my eyes. And the other concealers that I like at different price points, I have this one. It's a recent one from IT Cosmetics. It's their Bye Bye Dark Spots. I kind of like it. It reminds me of the Instant Age Rewind, but with this one it has a doe foot applicator, whereas the Instant Age Rewind doesn't. But it does have, I thought this was a sponge, but it's tiny little hairs. I haven't used it. I prefer to use the BK Beauty brush. Another concealer that I like is by Hourglass. It's a nice one, has a doe foot applicator. Is there a huge difference between the Hourglass one and the one from the drugstore? I don't really notice a big difference. So if you want to save your money, I'd go with the Maybelline Age Instant Rewind. There's another concealer product that nobody ever talks about, at least nobody that I watch. I did a whole video on it and I will link it here. It's by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is a color corrector. And a color corrector is essentially a concealer, and this one is in the shade 1. It's fair and it's peach toned, and peach actually is really good for covering blue spots underneath the eye. So if you want to see how this goes on, go check my video that I did about this, and you'll actually see it in action, and it's a really great product. And this is so cute and tiny, it's great for travel. So now we're talking about eyebrows, and eyebrows are so important because they frame our face. I feel for me they are the most important makeup that I can apply on my face because my eyebrows are missing the tails. They are very faint and sparse due to hypothyroidism. They're also very light, and whenever I do my eyebrows, they really make my eyes pop. I have tried so many different eyebrow pencils. I've tried the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's not my favorite. I've tried this one from L'Oreal. It's pretty good for a drugstore option. I will give it that. But the one that I come back to time and time again is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power, and I wear it in the shade Universal Taupe. It's a retractable pencil, and it is soft. You don't have to press really hard, but that's the secret with this pencil. If you press lightly, you know, it's going to go on light, and the harder you press, it's gonna go on darker. So I have a separate video if you're interested on how to do your eyebrows, and I just follow the rule that I learned whenever I was younger. You always want your eyebrows to start here. You want the tail to end at the corner of the eye in line with your nostril, and then for the arch, you just want it right in line with your pupil. It has a little spoolie on the end. You can brush your eyebrows afterwards, and I don't like the look of structured eyebrows on myself, so I just kind of follow where I think my brows are, and I just like a natural looking eyebrow. But this eyebrow pencil, I don't know how many I've went through these. This is absolutely my favorite one. But if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, I would go with the L'Oreal. So I will link everything below in the pinned comment as well as in the See More section, and I'll put all the ones at different price points so you can check them out. So if we were going to put on eyeshadow and do our tight lining and put eyeliner on, we would do that now, but I'm skipping all that for today because this is just like the absolute basics. So next we're going to talk about mascara. Mascara really opens the eyes, and personally I like to keep things simple. I don't curl my lashes, I don't wear a primer, and I only apply mascara on my upper lashes. You may wish to curl and prime your lashes, but I like to keep it simple. I don't like how I look with mascara on my bottom lashes. It just doesn't suit me, and I find any time that I wear it on my bottom lashes, I just end up looking like a raccoon because it smears, and I just feel more comfortable wearing mascara on my top lashes. The mascara that I have to recommend to you today, let's start with a drugstore option, and it's actually what I'm wearing today, and it's by L'Oreal, and it's their Lash Paradise. I put 2 coats on. It is a nice mascara, but I'm gonna be honest, the brush I find is too big for my eyes. I really have a difficult time with brushes of this size, and also I opened this about 2 weeks ago and it's already starting to clump up. But it is a nice mascara. I just wanted to show it to you if you're looking for a drugstore type mascara. Another one that I wear a lot and I really like it, it's by Charlotte Tilbury, and it is her push-up lashes. The reason why I like this, the brush is tinier, but it's almost like a hard plastic, and it really separates my lashes. And you can go back and watch some of my makeup videos where I use this, and it really helps to curl, and it really does push them up. It's a great mascara. Now, you may not want to make the investment in a large tube, but I do believe this is also available in a travel size, and this actually might be the travel size, because that's what I will do a lot of times. If there's a travel size, I'll go with that, because they say we should throw our mascara out every month if we're wearing it every day, just so we don't get an eye infection. I don't do that, but anytime like your mascara smells weird, you really should toss it, because you don't want to end up with an eye infection. I don't have one here. I need to order a new one, but I think my absolute favorite mascara is the IT Cosmetics Tight Line. The reason why, you can see the wand is so tiny, and I really like that because I find my eyes are tiny. I can really get in there the lash line with the brush. This is another one, and it is expensive. It's really expensive, but I wanted to try it, and I will tell you, when I do wear this one, it's by Chantecaille. It has a lash serum that conditions your lashes, and I don't know if it's supposed to help them to grow, but I can tell you when I wear this, my lashes, first of all, are really separated. They, again, look like they were pushed up, but I really love the brush. So this is a splurge. I bought it during the Nordstrom sale last year. I wanted to try it for my channel, and some of you have also tried it and told me that you really like it. I guess my reasoning was, if I'm buying Latisse, which is like $120 a month, if I can get like a lash conditioning serum in my mascara, I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but it is a splurge. So now let's talk about blush. And I feel like blush is really important as we age, because when we're younger, think of when you were a child and you come in the winter time from out of the cold, and your cheeks here are nice and rosy. That may be where you applied your blush when you were younger, but as we age, our cheeks sag, So if we applied our blush there, it would be down here, right? So how I like to apply my blush is I start just on top of the cheekbone and in line with the outer corner of my eye, but back here a bit. And then I will pull up like a comma or a backward C. I like to use an angled blush brush like the one I'm showing, but I also sometimes will use Real Techniques blush brush. So as we age, we can get pale and we need to add a little bit of color to our cheeks. So it's really important if you want a youthful, refreshing look. The blush color that I gravitate to the most is light pink, and sometimes I will go with peach. Because I have oily skin, I will wear powdered blush, but I know women that have dry skin might have moved to a cream blush as they've gotten older. Because certainly, you know, if you put powder on your face and you have dry skin, it's going to attract the dryness and bring attention to those areas. Now I'll just show you some powdered blush that I have and that I use. I have two by It Cosmetics. This is Sweet Cheeks. It's definitely more of a peachy blush. This one is Naturally Pretty, which they call a warm peach, but on me it's a pink. So I would say this one is much more peach and this one is pinky, but I don't know the way they branded them. I guess they're both peach. I really like this recent drugstore find. I'm trying to introduce more drugstore makeup onto my channel, and I found this on Amazon, and it's by Physicians Formula. It's beautiful. It's so pretty. This is what I'm wearing today. It's natural. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you want a liquid blush, the only ones that I have tried are by Charlotte Tilbury. It's her beauty wands. I think I have 3 of them now. I really do like them. They work well on mature skin. These have a little bit of highlight in them, but I just bought one and it should be coming today. It is a matte blush, a liquid blush. So I'll use that in an upcoming tutorial. But I like these. They're just so easy to apply. You just turn this, the blush comes out. A little bit of this goes a long way, and then I just apply it. I would apply it here, and then using the tip of a beauty blender, I would pull it up. So you can see me using these in this tutorial, which I will mark. I'm not gonna lie, they're expensive. If you don't want to invest in these, I'm not sure, is there a drugstore option out there? If somebody knows, maybe you could let us know in the comments. But I'm just showing you these as an option because I really do like them. So as I have gotten older, I find that my top lip is disappearing. I take after my mom because she had a very small upper lip. I feel it's really important to define our lips, and we can do that by lining them with lip liner. And I usually just go on my upper lip, I go on the line, but like on the outer side of my lip, and I will draw all along the line, and then I'll color it in. And the same thing on the bottom lip, and I just color it in. I'll avoid the corners. So my go-to every day is I'll apply a lip liner, and I really like these two, and this one actually really blew me away, and it's by L'Oreal, and it's their Age Perfect lip liner. The only thing is I have to sharpen it, and I thought it was a twist up, but somebody told me no, you have to sharpen it. I'm just scared to put it in my sharpener because this is like a hard plastic. Like, I don't understand why they didn't design this better, but I really like this one. It's really creamy and it really lasts a long time. And then of course the other one that I like is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is like a traditional pencil. This is her Lip Cheat, and it's Pillow Talk 2 Medium. It's just a new one that I bought. Just a nice pink. Let me show you this one. See, the L'Oreal one is much brighter for the summer, but it's just so creamy. So I guess I'm gonna have to break down and sharpen it, but I hope I don't end up ruining it. And then the last step that I recommend is that you add a lip gloss to your lips, just to bring some shine to your lips, and that makes your face look a little more youthful. I prefer a colored lip gloss rather than a lipstick, because just for around home, I feel like a lip gloss is sufficient. I cannot stand tacky, sticky lip glosses. And I have a few to show you today. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I have several of the Charlotte Tilbury lip glosses, and I don't know why I keep buying them because they aren't my favorite. I find her lip glosses can be very sticky. This is a new find for me, City Lips by City Beauty. I have a couple shades. This one is just a nice light, I think it's a pink shimmer, and that's what I'm wearing today. And then I also like this one by It Cosmetics. They have nice lip glosses, lots of nice different colors. They feel good on the lips. None of these these glosses last a particularly long time, but I really wasn't expecting them to. And then my drugstore find is this one by L'Oreal. It's their Infallible Pro Gloss, and it's supposed to last for 8 hours. And I haven't used it in a while, but it really does last a long time. And that's it there. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you're looking for some more easy everyday makeup looks, check out this playlist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.